I think it's a really exciting moment in gold. I think we're actually maybe even hitting another record high this morning, your time as we speak. What's really driving it is, I think, many market speculators really getting that confidence and that comfort that the Fed cuts that we've been talking about. Remember, rates high and dollar strength are usually a headwind for gold. And that is what we've been facing over the last couple of years with the rate increases and the Fed and other central banks trying to tame inflation. Right now, the expectation that it's looking to happen this year, the cuts in the second half, is about as high as we've seen it. It looks like a June and beyond date when those rate cuts will likely come. And again, a large market, a very liquid market, lots of speculators moving in and pushing these prices higher, but also being held up by sustained strategic flows from both central banks and retail.
Yes, you're quite right, Joseph. New record high for gold, $2,240 an ounce. As far as physical demand is concerned, you mentioned the central bank purchases of gold. Is that going to pick up the pace, especially when you consider the geopolitical backdrop heading into the elections in November?
It's a great question. Over the last 14 years, we've seen the pricing of gold rise, but we've also seen the pace with which emerging market central banks have been consuming gold continuing to rise. First quarter indications from both large markets like China and India is that the trend is continuing. But let's see how long and how high that demand can continue to stay in place. They're using it as a diversifier of their reserve portfolio. Concerns around dollar weakness, concerns around homegrown inflation, concerns around geopolitical risks, and fundamentally that liquid asset that they can make use of when they absolutely need it. We had an experience with that in Turkey last year, where they needed gold to stabilize a local political tension. And ultimately, they came right back in after they had used it to stabilize their currency, stabilize onshore the markets, and then they turned right back around, became buyers again. So really strong case for them to continue to buy. But again, we're very high in terms of the price. Let's see if they continue to be as large and for as long.